morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the Queensland Maritime Museum at the southern end of South Bank Parklands, Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. My name is John McGregor and I'm from Foundation Expo 88 and the 25th anniversary of World Expo 88 People's Committee, and we're here continuing our special series of videos in the lead up to the 25th anniversary of World Expo 88 next year in 2013. But first of all, a bit about why we're here in the Queensland Maritime Museum. You may or may not know that the Queensland Maritime Museum Association was actually one of the pre-existing pavilions here on the Expo site, and it's one of the only permanent pavilions that have been left to us after the end of the Expo. And we're here reporting this morning from the actual central theatre gallery of one of the pavilions which was adjacent to the Queensland Maritime Museum at the Expo 88, that is the Pavilion of Promise. And the story goes that there was a consortium of Brisbane Christian churches that wanted to create their own pavilion on the Christian message adjacent to the Queensland Maritime Museum, and they raised $500,000 for that purpose to build this custom-built hall and gallery. And the central part of the Pavilion of Promise pavilion was this central gallery, as we can see here. And you may not be able to see, but there are actually 3 levels here, and the upper 2 levels look into this boxed cube. And down into the bottom of this boxed cube, images were projected. Contemporary multimedia show concerning the modern Christian message. But let's backtrack a bit to the history of the Queensland Maritime Museum. It was established in the 1970s by a voluntary association and had as its chief attractions the dry dock, which was built in the 1870s, and also some larger items, the tug HMAS Forceful and the river-class frigate, the HMAS Diamantina, which you can still visit today. And at the end of the just before the Expo started, Queensland Maritime Museum were approached to become a permanent part of the Expo, and to which they agreed. And this is when the Brisbane Christian Consortium of churches became involved in building the Pavilion of Promise adjacent to the Queensland Maritime Museum site. So the museum is open most days of the year, and admission is $12 for adults and $7 for children. We hope that you get the chance to visit the Queensland Maritime Museum and to take a walk down memory lane into Expo 88. Maybe you did visit the Pavilion of Promise during Expo 88, but you'll certainly have your memories rekindled when you visit this main gallery here, and you'll be able to remember what the Pavilion of Promise was like. Well, that's John McGregor signing off this morning, 2nd of September 2012, second day of spring, beautiful, glorious Brisbane blue skies day outside. We're going to do another YouTube video outside, just near the Diamantina, near the dry dock. We hope you get to see that as well. Thank you and goodbye.